seated. Good morning.
Good morning.
I would first like to acknowledge all the other youths working to make this service wonderful. Let's give them a round of applause. We need to break out of our habits and try new things. My name is Grant Cummings, and I'm here today to share my wonderful experiences in the Grace Church and the Grace Church Youth Group. I was born right here in Gainesville, Georgia, at Northeast Georgia Medical Center. Mere months later, I was baptized by Doug Daly right here in Grace. Ever since then, I have made memories that will stick with me for the rest of my life. Some of the earliest memories I have are of playing on the playground and playing with toy cars underneath the pews. As I grew older, I can remember asking my father if we could sit on the left side of the church to see whether it was different from the right. As Stuart has said, the 815 service patrons are very nice and that we should meet them. The same rule applies to the left and right side of the church. I want everybody on the left side to raise their hand and wave to the right side.
Hey!
And I want everybody on the right side to raise their hand and wave to the left side. See, we're all the same no matter what side of the church we sit on. And after sitting on the left side of the church, I figured out it wasn't much different from the right, but a young mind is always curious. And my dad would always humor me when I had curiosity on my mind. We need to break out of our habits and try new things. As years went by, I joined the youth program when I was about 10 years old, and that's when memories really started to flow in. I began in the BTJ class, or Beginning the Journey class, and then did the usual progression through Right 13, J2A, and finally, YAC, or Young Adults in the Church. When children enter Right 13, you are able to go to more youth events, such as lock-ins, hunger walks, and retreats to Camp Michael. Lock-ins have always been my favorite, staying up all night, playing video games, playing Foursquare, or just watching movies in the youth room. Those are times when I could connect with other youths and it gives parents a break from their children. Hunger walks are also a time to connect with other youths, but we also feel good because we know we're helping a cause and we get to go to Atlanta. That's fun for me. And then there's Camp Michael. I could talk about Camp Michael for hours, but I'll make it count. From the first time I went to Camp Michael and got very homesick, to the most recent time when Teddy led us, I've made more memories there than any other place. Being a YAC member, we had to lead many of the prayers and group activities, and that makes it even more special for me. We need to break out of our habits and try new things. Michael is a place where I feel closest to God. It is such a peaceful and spiritual place for me. But it's not just a camp, it's the people who venture with us and the cabins that we stay in that make it that much more fun. But there was one person that always made me feel the most spiritual, Patrick Kelly. He would always answer my questions about spiritual experiences, and because of his positive influences, I'm dedicating my sermon to him. Patrick was a role model for me. He is the reason I play bass guitar in the youth group. I've always looked up to him. At his memorial service, I, and if not many of my fellow classmates, felt closest to God. Patrick had made such an impact on the community that the church was full at his service. Patrick, if you're listening, we love you and we miss you dearly. I want to tell all of the youth in here that you are the future of the church. You will have the best time of your life going through this youth group. I can promise you that. Now, in my last year in the youth group, I can look back and remember all the times that we laughed, listened, ate, sang, prayed, and I know the friends I've made in this youth group will be lifelong friends. I want to end my half of the sermon by talking about pilgrimage. As many of you know, our group went to Scotland. On our journey, we learned so much and ate so much good food. We spent many hours traveling, but we had the greatest of times, and all I want to do as a member of the youth group is thank you. My family, my friends, my Sunday school leaders, and especially the congregation. That was just an incredible experience that I would like to thank everyone that contributed to send our group to a foreign country. Through all of the barbecues, auctions, cakes and casseroles, you, the members of the congregation, allowed us to travel to Scotland and have a spiritual journey of a lifetime. My time with the youth program has shown me new friends, new places, new cultures, and new insights to spirituality. I have broken out of my habits and tried new things. To end my sermon, I have been requested to talk about stewardship. The theme of stewardship this year is everybody counts. The more people we have to pledge, the more stories and sermons will arise from the youth. With all of the support from the church, I have had experiences that I will cherish for a lifetime. Although, another thing that I will always remember from this church is the pipe organ. I realized my love for music when I heard the pipe organ for the first time. That couldn't have happened without the support and donations from you, the people of the church. So I want to thank you for your pledges and contributions to the church. They have made the church a better place for all people. Thank you.